How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another quant update. And as it was assumed, since my first bearish target was met, we were expecting at least a short-term bounce. But my expectation, as you can see by the color coding, is that this will be the upcoming resistance. And me personally, I'm not expecting it to travel higher than $85. It should get rejected before breaking $85. Now, in this case, we'd see a move back down into the green box, but this still remains support. Just like the previous times when you came back in, it gave that bounce an opportunity to recover. So it will have that opportunity to reclaim the level. Will it, or will it just lower high and then eventually lose this? So it could still chop around this area, whether it chooses to recover it or lose it. It could still bounce between this support and resistance for a while, like you see to the left here. But what I maintained in this whole area, which was about a month period, I was maintaining the stance that a move up is corrective, not expecting it to go higher than this high. At the time, that was $112. I was saying it can pump to $112. You will get excited, but that's not good enough. Pumping to the level that needs recovering is not good enough. Yeah, you're there, but you're pumping into it as resistance or lower high. So the only time we can get excited is very crystal clear recovery, confirmation of support. But we weren't seeing that here. Of course, 2 days in a row, which you saw the first leading with an 18% pump, and the next day during the day, a further 12% pump. Of course, you're going to get excited, but the true trend does not change even if it has sustained that move and closed there. The trend doesn't change. Still under here, still under this area, still under here, still under there. Ultimately, wherever you bottom out, which currently all the way down over here, you have that 786, 886 golden ratio. Unless you're breaking that, it's still bearish, so it could pump up into there, still go to new lows. I have shown examples in my previous videos on Bitcoin. I'm not going to keep going through them every video for those that are aware, but yeah, pumps can occur and pump as high as the 886, the final fib level before the reversal wave, where these targets become valid. That's the level that must break. Until then, those targets are not happening unless that breaks. So a bounce from here is not necessarily going to break 154 as of right now. We're not seeing those signs just yet. We're not seeing trend change. We're not seeing the last highs being broken. So my assumption is, with this new completed move down, I'm not expecting it to break the high. It's going to find a golden pocket, golden ratio zone, and it's saying between 86 and 106. This is all resistance that Quant needs to flip into support, like that. So essentially showing our two key red areas anyways. This needs to recover, and then that one. Then we've got a tradable move between the two. The risk is can still head to new lows, but once you see that turning into support, then it's a clear path up. And I'll be more bullish than all of you, but the time is not now to be extremely bullish, because there's no guarantee a move from here will sustain, even if you do make some profit in the meantime. Just like the last time here, this was quite a large move, guys. In 2 days, up 34%. Wow, I would like that on my account right now. But then for what? Temporary euphoria to get wrecked, and now even lower than before. So even with a green pump like that, you can see it's engulfing the previous. You'd assume the trend changes. No, the trend only changes when structure is broken. And right now, since we just put in this high 112, it needs to break 112. So it's bearish under 112. And we're further away from 112 now. Before, we were accumulating, coming higher and higher and higher, getting closer. People were getting more and more bullish. I wasn't. I was just saying it's going to be resistance. It is what it is. We don't have control unless we see the characteristic changes. So you just have to sit here and wait pretty much. So once you see that broken, then you got the characteristic change, then you know we're actually onwards and upwards. But a move up from here is no signal that it's going to sustain. Could just run into resistance and head lower into 60. That's it from me today. Like, subscribe, comment, and share. If you want to learn how to read the charts just like me, consider the ebook, the one-to-one plan, or the group workshops that I do in the Discord community. You also get exclusive content in there and know exactly what I'm personally doing. Cheers.